So inventory, now some people are like, okay, great, we have too much. Some are like, okay, what's going on? I mean, market times have been increasing. We saw, rather than 30 minutes or 30 hours, sometimes
Yep.
even closer to 30 days, market time is changing. But remember, no more stinky listings. Sometimes you're hearing the inventory isn't good. So can you talk to me about inventory?
Building new home startups have not kept pace with demand. Now, that's not just like the last year or two. That is a long-term challenge for our business, for our economy, because housing really does fuel our economy. First-time home buyers, there's demand for inventory that's not there. And I think that as a society, there's a real need for us to step in and think about how to solve inventory challenges. First-time home buyers, there's a reason why I have such significant belief in our industry long term. And it is, first of all, I love our industry. I love what we do, but it's the demand. People are always going to be buying and selling homes. We just need the home. So we've seen some good news I touched on, right? Home builder sentiment saw the biggest gain in a decade in February. So that's positive, right? But that's a long term. And we're starting, our hope is that we see that jolt forward, that we start seeing new home startups in the coming months and years. But I think that that's a long-term challenge, but the demand that's going to be continuing in this market is fueled by the changing demographics, the millennials that are finally, I feel like we've been talking about them forever, right? Like, talk about feeling old, like talk about a group of individuals for so long that you're not part of. And you're just like, I'm clearly not a millennial. They're finally reaching, peak home buying years. And there's a lot of them. Right? Gen Z values home ownership very much, we're seeing, which I can't even believe we're having that conversation, but we are. So I think that there's a macro issue on inventory. There's the local ability to work with your consumer as to why they should sell their homes, why the opportunity is there. But I think the home builder sentiment is a good indication that we should start doing that. And then what's been really interesting, and this is on the commercial side, which kind of marries into this, right, is how builders and how building owners are thinking about utilizing buildings in a different way, commercial space in a different way to try and change that to a different use, right? Or do we have, some warehouse space that is no longer being used for whatever reason? Can we change some zoning and make that, mixed use residential? It's going on here right around me in Jersey a lot. So I think there's this culmination of things that will help with that over time.